Hi, this is Tan from Outdoor Family Adventures. We're a family of 4 with our dog Bandit along with Grandma, and we'll be building and traveling with our Ford Transit passenger van. Today I'm going to walk you through our story of purchasing our van OPA. OPA is an acronym for Outdoor Family Adventures, family with a PH because we're the fam family. It's a little crazy for us to think that we purchased her without test driving her ahead of time or even seeing her in person. We started the traditional way of searching and put in Google search for transit dealers in California. And basically, I just went through and called all the local Ford dealership to see if they had the van that we wanted. And at that time, we originally wanted a 148 wheelbase high roof crew van. The day that I found the van, it was a dealership and they hadn't even posted it yet. They just got it from the auction that they purchased it from. And it happened to be mine and Anthony's 16th anniversary. So we decided to go down and test drive it. It was absolutely perfect. It was smooth and easy to drive. And this was important because it was going to be my everyday car. That day, we also test drove a ProMaster, but we really fell in love with the Transit. Unfortunately, this particular one was out of our price range. So we continued our search again. We used CarGurus.com. We did the desktop version and the cell phone version, and we actually liked the app on the phone a lot better. So we primarily used that one. But you can go in and pick your car, the make, the type of model. And originally we did the crew, but then we changed to the passenger van because we really liked all the windows. We liked that the seats were already there so we could start using it. You can specify the year if you have a preference. Type in your zip code. You can go down to the miles. We started with keeping it local and couldn't find anything with the high roof. It's so hard to find in our area. So we actually expanded it out to nationwide. And you can even pick the price range, and our price range at that time was under $35,000. And then you can pick the high roof, low roof, medium roof. We wanted a high roof, and we did not want the extended. So we wanted to make sure it was a high roof, but not extended. I believe that is one, and yes, that's another one. And you can also pick your mileage. And at that time, our mileage was under 50,000. So that was what we did. And then it'll pull up all the vehicles that meets your requirement. And if there's a vehicle you like, you just heart it, which we did here. And then you can go into your saved heart, and all the vehicles that you are interested in pop up. Okay. And the original one that we fell in love with was in Texas. So we called up the dealership and we put down a deposit so that they can hold on to the car until we got an inspection. Ordered an inspection through Lemon Squad. You just submit an order inspection and put in all your information. And then they send a mechanic out. And once the mechanic comes out and does the inspection, they send you a full report. It's a full report of our first van that we were looking at, and this mechanic did a very thorough job, went through and inspected every little detail, things that we wouldn't have even noticed if we came out and saw it in person. And breaks it all down to vehicle information, exterior, interior, mechanical, road test, tires, wheels, and everything that you need to know. And they even went through and took a picture of all the features of the van so we can see a thorough inspection. And everything looked so good with the van. It was looking great. There was a couple things that the mechanic noticed. The engine was really dirty for a relatively new van, and then a major problem that kind of stopped us in our track, and they had found a dent on the roof of the van. So let's scroll down till we get to the roof picture. And the reason we were so concerned about this roof dent was because we were going to make a hydraulic bed, and we were concerned that the dent was going to affect the integrity of the frame, right? Since we were going to use a hydraulic system and it's going to anchor to the roof. So we contacted the dealership and told them about the inspection, sent this report, and asked if there was anything they could do about the roof. Since this van at this point was just perfect for us because it was under the mileage we wanted, it was under our budget, but unfortunately they said there was nothing that they could do about the roof. So unfortunately we had to say no to the van and go back to the drawing board. Continue to look on CarGurus every day, and at this point we were also in contact with a couple dealership, and they were calling us and we were checking in with them if they got any new vehicles in, and we ended up, and it was a few weeks later before we found our baby in Indiana. When we found our OPA in Indiana, we went through the same process. We put down a deposit so they can hold on to the vehicle until they did the inspection. We ordered another Lemon Squad inspection. This mechanic was definitely not as thorough as the other one, but did hit all the critical information. The one thing that we wanted to double check was the dent on the roof, and this mechanic did not get the roof photo, but we did call the dealership to have them do a photo of the roof for us, and everything looked really, really good. The engine was clean, everything looked great. We really love Lemon Squad and definitely would recommend it. Even if you were going to drive the car in person or inspect it in person and you're not a mechanic yourself, it's good to have Lemon Squad come out and do the check with you. Just so that they know what to look for, right? If you're not a car person. So they did a great job and we highly recommend them. After the report came back and everything was good, we decided we were going to buy this van. So what we had to do was negotiate the price. Anthony tried his best to get them to lower the price, and they wouldn't budge. He even tried to get them to throw in tires because the report said that in a couple years we would have to replace the tires. And he tried to negotiate any other additional feature, but they knew that they had the upper hand here because there was not a lot of cars with the high roof on the market at that time. So then we filled out the contract and we wired the money for them. And we had the signature of the contract, and congratulations, now it's ours. But at that time, we still didn't find a transporting company. So our van actually sat at their dealership for a week, or a week and a half, actually. So Anthony found a company called Amerifreight and is a transport broker, similar to a lot of the other companies out there. You'll basically post your job, you'll fill in the information, submit a price that you want for your job, and then they'll post it, and independent drivers and companies will put in a bid. And once someone accepts your bid, then you'll negotiate with the sales rep, right? We were able to get a slight discount, but they also knew they had the upper hand because not a lot of people wanted to transport the high roof. It's a lot harder to find, right? So generally, it's for these transport companies, usually $1 a mile for transport. This one cost us a little bit more. We were going from Indiana to California, and anytime you have the high roof or the extended length, just know that it's going to cost you a little bit more. Okay, and it's a cash-only business, so you actually put part of the money, the deposit, on with the broker via credit card, and then the rest you have to have cash ready for your driver. Okay, and our driver was supposed to get our vehicle to us on Tuesday, but it ended up not coming until Thursday because he was transporting a few other. So when we were looking for layout for our van build, we did a lot of YouTube searches, and we came across this design from Benson the van, and we fell in love with that hydraulic bed, and we actually wanted to do our layout basically very similar to them, with the bench seat. Fast forward. So we wanted to do the bench seat and the hydraulic bed, with our galley on this side, and they have a really unique feature with the additional passenger seats. So this is their passenger seat, and it's a fold down, and then you can fold it back against the wall. So we were going to need 2 sets because we have 3 passenger, and this Benson only had it for 2 additional passenger. We were going to have 3 additional passenger. So we weren't going to have this extra space where the refrigerator is. Ours was going to be slightly different, but this was the initial inspiration. But doing it this way, we knew we wouldn't have a space for a bathroom, and I really wanted a composable toilet, right? So then we decided, okay, we're going to keep the hydraulic bed, but not do the layout like this. So when we were looking at Benson the van, that was more for the cargo van. But then when we decided to do a passenger van, we went back to YouTube to search some more, and we found this one by PB Campervans. And we loved that it was a passenger van. This one's actually medium roof, so ours was a high roof. We really loved the layout of this. We loved that it had the bench on one side and then the full galley on the other side. And we knew we wanted to add our hydraulic bed, and they had the bench seat that we decided we were just going to do because it comes with the passenger van already. So they have their full bench. We won't have this high closet here because our hydraulic bed has to come all the way down. We'll have the sink. We won't have a built-in stove. We'll just use a portable stove. Our fridge is going to move over a little where the sink is, and where the fridge is currently right now will be our composable toilet that will also convert into a shower. What inspired us about this van is their bed system. So this is how their bed system works.
Because of storage and keeping it open and all of that, to make the bed, throw the pillows over here, and then you guys see the system right here. It just pulls out.
Isn't that cool?
And then you have to push them over, and the bed is made. Basically, this lifts up. And there you can access all of it. Charge controller, Serenity, fuse panel. This is our 2,000 watt inverter.
So we thought that was so cool. We love this system. We'll definitely do our electrical on this side as well. See, they have their toilet in the front like this, but we want a composable toilet behind the bench seat here. So after we got Opa, we had to register her with the DMV and get her license plate. And Anthony went in, stood in line, and got that all done. And then we decided to get her tinted, and we found Mr. Tint near our house, and we made an appointment and Anthony got a great deal, negotiated a great deal with them for all the windows. And we decided to go with the ceramic pro because it's more durable. And this is going to help keep out the heat and the cold better, and it helps so that people don't look in. So we got the darkest that we could for the back windows, all the surrounding windows, and then the darkest we could for the passenger and driver. So this is the tinting. I believe we got the 5% for the back window, which is the darkest that we can go. And then I believe the front was the 70, because the passenger and driver side. And it's a ceramic-based film. It's 99.9 UVA-B protection, up to 58% heat rejection, electronic device friendly, and scratch resistant. Okay. And they gave us an instruction to make sure we don't roll down the windows for 3 days, not to wash the inside, and that some of the bubbling will take about 14 days to kind of work itself out. So we'll wait and see. And the great thing about this company is it's a lifetime warranty. So we're really excited about that. This is our before and after getting tinted. It looks great. It's dark on the outside, but when you're driving on the inside, you can't. You can still see out really well, and we love it. So looking forward to feeling the difference with the heat protection. And that is how we found our van Opa online. We wanted to let you know we have a website. It's www.outdoorfamilyadventures.com, remember family with a PH. And you can read about us, you can read our blog, you can contact us, here are our blogs, you can contact us, send us a message. If you have any question, we'll answer it back. You can follow our van build on YouTube. Here's our first video episode from last time. And we also have a Facebook group, Instagram, and TikTok. And if you like our video and you learned something from it, give us a like, and you can subscribe to us and hit the bell notification to get alert when our video posts. Thank you so much.